just wanna be her. For your mom to your pops to the beat to the bird, my cut right off on the curb. Like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Sit up! 180! Check in! Coming to you! Coming to you!
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Push him back. Switch. Lock in.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards.
First down.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Trubisky on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Alert.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Throwing, Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics. And they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now Jones. Back to the air on second down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Under 10. 10. Showing it. Check the backer. Shoot. Get it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3. Look at me. Door. Check safety. 80 weapon. Big grip.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Check. Hey. Rush in. Protein spill. Hey, wahoo. Snap.
Back to throw. Jones. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Watch the safety creep. Check 43. Hey, Sam off. Check 50. Let's go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abuka make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That's complete to Robinson. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. He's not going to get me. Hey, orbit. Watch it. Check 24, check 24. Go on, go on.
Looking to throw. Jones. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Rock it.
Now Saquon Barkley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
X3, 218, chopper, buzz. Ready.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, lock it. Check 49. Now. Shoot.
Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Watch twist. Joker. Greystone, travel. Smooth.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready, set.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
You draw Corker. 36. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. You're out. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check it.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Cohen. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reached, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. 58, right over there. Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some space here. And all the way down to the 42. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. Blitz coming And down he goes. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Go. Fight.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down and 4, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he caught it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Trubisky will throw. Robinson's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Ebukam has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second and 4 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Slam, slam, slam. Check, crunch, crunch. Bam. Get it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now 3rd and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Yo, go. Hey, seam 6.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Now.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Rock it. Check. Back. Go.
Another try for Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Room to run past midfield. This is caught by Robinson. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, lock it. Hey, alert three. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Giants on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Kill. You're out. 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Under crunch. Check 99. Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Leo. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and 14. Catch made by Slayton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Go, go. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hard, hard. Sleep him.
Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bilal Nichols in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job before. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Kill. Look at me. Go. Yep.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. This is Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Samson Ebukam Racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.